When I was a little girl, one of my favorite games to play was Two Truths and a Lie, where you had to decipher whether the person sitting across from you was telling you a truth or a lie. When it comes to people like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, 99.9% of the time, it's probably going to be a lie. So I thought today we would decipher through some of these puff pieces that have been coming down the pike, and we can decide, is it going to be a truth or is it going to be a lie? You guys, we have a lot of juicy Royal Daily Tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax. Grab yourself a beverage and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. Hi everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. So if you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. We discuss all things royal here on this channel, and I'm working really hard to get to 50K subscribers by the end of summer. So I really hope if you enjoy this content that you will consider like, sharing, and subscribing. Now let's get into today's video. So before we get into today's royal video of Two Truths and a Lie, I thought we would go over some royal stories. The first one is a happy belated 14th wedding anniversary to Mike and Zara Tyndall, who were married on the 30th of July, 2011. Now, apparently they were dating for about 7 years before they got married, and they were married in a very lovely ceremony. She looked absolutely stunning. And of course, they have 3 beautiful children. So Peter Phillips is officially off the market. Princess Anne's son has become engaged to his girlfriend of just a year, Harriet Sperling. Now, in their formal announcement that they shared with Hello Magazine, it said, quote, Mr. Peter Phillips, the son of Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal and Captain Mark Phillips, and Mrs. Harriet Sperling, daughter of the late Mr. Rupert Sanders and Mrs. Mary Sanders of Gloucestershire, have today confirmed their official engagement. Both families were informed jointly of the announcement and were delighted with the wonderful news. Their Majesties, the King and Queen, the Prince and Princess of Wales, have been informed of the announcement. No date has been officially set for the wedding. Now, what I found interesting was not only was King Charles and Queen Camilla notified, but also the Prince and Princess of Wales. So to me, this is signaling the power move that Prince William and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, are slowly moving up the ladder in power, because normally it would just be the king and the queen, but here they also included the Prince and Princess of Wales. So congratulations to the happy couple. So we have another royal engagement, this time from Liechtenstein. Princess Marie Caroline of Liechtenstein, the daughter of hereditary Prince Alos and hereditary Princess Sophie, to Venezuelan businessman Leopoldo Maduro, will take place on the 30th of August, 2025. The Royal House adds, quote, some final details will be communicated the week before the wedding. So congratulations to the happy couple. And another member of the royal family, Lady Eliza Spencer, the cousin of Prince William and Prince Harry and the daughter of Princess Diana's brother, Charles Spencer, has gotten engaged to her longtime partner, Channing Millard. They announced over on her Instagram, forever and ever. So she is such a beautiful, stunning woman. She is a twin to Amelia Spencer, a beautiful, beautiful couple. So congratulations. So many royal weddings coming up in the future. Very, very excited to see all of them. So the very first story that we're going to talk about is Meghan Markle shelves another project as it goes 10 weeks without an update. Now here they're referring to Meghan Markle's My Shop store. This is the affiliate link store that Meghan Markle attached to her Instagram, where she carefully curated items that she likes, items that she wears, that you can purchase, and she will make a very nice affiliate link. So here you can see Meghan has not updated her store in about 11 weeks. Again, Meghan Markle, she gets really excited about a project and then she just drops it in mid-air. This is the same thing that she has done with her podcast. She does something and then she runs out of steam and then she quits. And then she did her podcast again and look what happened. She ran out of steam and then guess what? She's going to quit again. So according to the story, they're saying that Meghan Markle has not updated her curated online store in over 10 weeks, that she's too busy working on her As Ever brand and of course her new upcoming Netflix cooking show with Love Meghan. But people find it interesting how Meghan never finishes anything. Now remember, Meghan did get a lot of criticism when she initially came out with her My Shop store because she was showcasing items for the royal children like Prince George's PJs or Princess Charlotte's clothing, a brand that is used by the royals. So again, Meghan Markle, a woman who wants to be separated from the royals, is constantly trying to monetize her royal connection. So I'm going to say this is a true story. Meghan Markle, y'all, has officially dropped My Shop. So again, Meghan Markle, she doesn't complete anything. She abandons things, and it's just typical Meghan. Meghan Markle is not good at starting and completing projects. If you look at Meghan Markle's Instagram, she has not updated her Instagram, you guys, since July 4th, a month. This is a woman who literally starts a project and then she just fizzles out. The reason why she does that is because, one, Meghan Markle is a vapid or vapid individual. She has no talent. She has no creativity. She has no personality, and she runs out of ideas very quickly. So she has all of these PR gurus working for her, yet it's been crickets. It has been radio silence ever since the news came out that Netflix is not renewing Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's contract. They are literally radio silent. So I just find this very interesting how Meghan Markle comes out hot and then she fades out quicker. Meghan Markle is trying to be an influencer here on the gram, but she's very outdated. She's very slow. Nothing unique, nothing interesting. And again, she waits a month to upload anything to her personal and also her business Instagram. The second story that we're going to talk about is Meghan Markle is going to relaunch her rosé. She's relaunching her second batch of her California Napa Valley rosé. But this time, instead of being a 2023, it's going to be a 2024. Now, the interesting thing about Meghan Markle, again, is she is literally the worst business person ever. Meghan Markle does not know how to tease a business to save anyone's life. So I'm going to say this is going to be a true story talking about Meghan Markle's rosé As Ever restock is going to be a complete and utter flop. Another chaos, just like the first go round, because Meghan Markle does not learn a lesson. So of course, Meghan Markle is not going to restock her As Ever Napa Valley Rosé 2023 because there isn't any stock left. Now, in my personal opinion, she just bought the leftover barrel of what was left of a 2023 rosé from the winery that is fulfilling her orders. Again, she's just slapping her labels on top of the wine. So now she's just going to 2024. Again, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Now, in my personal opinion, I believe it's going to be rinse and repeat. We're going to do the scarcity tactic once again. They probably have about 2, maybe 300 bottles of this rosé sitting around the winery. So of course, Meghan Markle is going to do another surprise attack, surprise drop of her rosé. Now, a lot of people, including myself, we're beginning to suspect that she's probably going to drop it on August 4th, which is tomorrow, her 44th birthday. If y'all remember, the very first batch was dropped on July 1st, which was Princess Diana's birthday. So of course she's going to have to do it on her birthday because Meghan Markle is a creature of habit. She is a woman who likes to rinse and repeat. Again, she's not original. She's weird. She's chaotic. She doesn't know how to run a brand. So she's dropping all these weird clues about something coming soon. And I believe it's going to be on her birthday. Now, I could be wrong. Now, this is a woman who has abandoned her business as well as her professional Instagram for over a month. She hasn't updated her My Shop store on her Instagram for 3 months, guys, almost 3 months. But then she dropped a really creepy video to market the restock of her wine. It's creepy, showing off the feet, dangling, and it says, coming soon. Okay, not a lot of information. Again, she likes to keep her customers in the dark. But what is with Meghan Markle and the ring style videos that creep people out with feet dangling? If y'all remember the first time on As Ever where she's like literally standing on a chair and it looks like she's about to kick over the chair and dangle, if you get my drift. Meghan, it's only August. It's not Halloween. I don't know why you're trying to scare us with this video. But yeah, Meghan Markle, y'all, coming soon. So of course, Meghan Markle first gave out the information to people who have subscribed to her newsletter on her With Love Meghan website, where she sells your data, by the way. But in the newsletter, it said, quote, "We hope you've been having a beautiful summer, enjoying the adventure of travel or the calm of home, finding beauty in the little things and perhaps trying something new." Sharing some of the positive feedback on the first wine drop from the brand, they continued, "This affirmed all of the love, time, and effort our team and our founder poured into curating this blend to evoke the sun-drenched spirit of Napa Valley and the breathtaking tenor of the California coast." Yes, Meghan was sitting there working endless nights looking over the grapes, y'all, and she personally made this wine especially for you. If anyone believes that, I have some oceanfront property in Arizona. It says, "Thank you for filling our cup. Now it's time for us to fill your glass. We are pleased to share that our 2024 Napa Valley Rosé will be available for purchase next week. It marries the same harmony of notes from our first blend, which I heard was rather bland, and carries an elegant medley of delicate yet memorable flavor." Okay? You'll want to clink your glasses with your friends as the sun sets, toasting to a summer of joy. Oh, we know how much Meghan loves joy. For two people who love joy, they always look joyless, in my opinion. Barefoot or in sandals, dressed up or dressed down, this rosé may become your favorite accessory for alfresco lunches and dinners at dusk. Well, I mean, they can never repurchase it again, Meghan, because you never have any stock. But okay. It read, signed, "Cheers, the As Ever team." Now, this was posted on July 30th on the Instagram page with, just a picture of the wine on the beach. Of course, today they dropped the eerie Halloween-style video with her feet dangling, coming soon. So what do you guys think? Do you think she's going to do a surprise drop on her birthday? I think it might be happening. Let me know, guys, in the comments down below. So in the final story of our 2 truths and a lie, or perhaps 3 lies and maybe a truth, we're going to call this story a big fat lie. Markle tipped for a huge comeback after Netflix blow. So this PR expert believes that even though Meghan and Harry's contract with Netflix has gone belly up and is not being renewed when the clock runs out this September, he believes they can be reinvented and not to count them out. Now, again, let's just kind of go over for the people in the back. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have done only 5 projects. One of them was a hit. We're talking 1 out of 5. Not exactly the greatest numbers to think that Netflix is going to go over this again with the duo of Montecito. Let's not forget Polo. Polo got 500,000 views. I have a video on royal fashion on my other channel that has over 400,000 views. A YouTube video on royal fashion. It was on the Jordanian royal wedding. I got over 400,000 views. Prince Harry, 5th in line to the throne, the son of the sitting king, the grandson of the longest ruling monarch in history, the son of Princess Diana, married to Meghan Markle, one of the most infamous women in the world, did a documentary for Netflix, one of the biggest streaming giants in the world, and he got 500,000 views. Me, a little YouTuber with only about 4,000, maybe 3,000 subs on my other channel, got 400,000 views on a YouTube fashion video. That tells you how bad his documentary was. Live to Lead, couldn't even tell you what the hell the rating was. It was horrible. Now we have the H&M documentary for Netflix, which actually did pretty decently for the time back in 2022. But it has already been surpassed by the Beckhams. They're old news. It's been almost 3 years. And in Hollywood, you're only as good as your last hit, which was 3 years ago. Harry and Meghan have done the Invictus Games, which failed, Live to Lead, which failed, Polo, which failed, and again, Meghan Markle's cooking show, With Love Meghan, ranked 383. Not exactly the highest rating show for somebody as famous as Meghan Markle. Again, you can't pay for the publicity that Meghan and Harry generate on a daily basis. So the fact that her cooking show, even with all of the correspondence, the royal commentators, and the hate watching, couldn't get it up to at least the top 100? Pretty sad, you guys. Even her podcast fell off the charts for Apple and Spotify. The problem is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are boring. They're like watching paint dry. Again, it's fun to watch a car wreck. We got some little fun tidbits of Call Me Sussex. I'm Megan Sussex now. Okay, those are content gold. Those are fun. Let's put on a t-shirt. But other than that, it was horrific to watch. The only thing that was really good about Meghan Markle's cooking show were the parodies that came out about Meghan Markle's cooking show. But apparently this PR expert must have been sniffing some glue, y'all, because he really believes that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have another go. Let's go ahead and read what this guy said. He said, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are tipped to make a major comeback after their crumbling Netflix deal. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, when they signed their multi-million-dollar deal back in 2020, was right after the departure of the royal family. Now, according to the PR expert, he says Meghan and Harry can still reinvent themselves despite the setback. Edward Caron James, the CEO of Go Up, told the Express that the Montecito couple can still negotiate various deals with other market competitors because their names still attract interest worldwide. Yes, they attract things like flies to shit. They're that interesting. He explained the Sussex's joint brand is tarnished, but they still command enormous interest worldwide. Again, does he not understand negative press does not always translate into dollar bills? He says they've alienated both traditional royal supporters and progressive audiences who initially championed them. Again, they're dragging a dead horse in a circle, y'all. But this guy still believes they got a chance. Their global fame is enormous and they can still reinvent and attract new deals. Again, what glue is this man sniffing? The PR expert even suggested that the Duchess could return to acting and urged the public, quote, not to count them out. He said Netflix's loss might be someone else's gain. You don't say. Apple TV, Amazon, or even a return to a more traditional media, such as acting for Meghan. Now, again, Meghan Markle has actually said she doesn't want to return to acting. I mean, she wouldn't even help her former Suits co-stars by showing up on their podcast. They had a podcast apparently where they went through the episodes of Suits and talked about the behind the scenes action that happened. Meghan Markle ghosted them. She wouldn't even give them her WhatsApp phone number. She didn't show up at award shows. Meghan thinks she's too good for the world of acting because she's a duchess. Yeah, Meghan Sussex is not going to return to Hollywood anytime soon. So again, I don't see Meghan really acting unless maybe she's divorced from Prince Harry, and that's the only thing she's got going on when As Ever finally shuts its door in about another 2 years because it's going to go belly up. Perhaps acting could be an option, but this is a woman who doesn't work. She doesn't have a work ethic. And again, people don't like her. She's not likable and she's not a talented actress. Have you seen her act? It's horrific. It's terrible. I tried to watch her in the Dater's Handbook and it was brutal. You guys, I'm not even joking. She really is not a good actress. So the thought of Meghan Markle returning to acting when she wouldn't even throw a lifeline to her ex-buddies over there at Suits, you know, she promised that she would go over and help. Well, she was just too busy doing her little podcast, Confessions of a Female Flounder, and working on As Ever and her With Love Meghan to go help her friends. So I don't think they want her back at this point. And the new Suits, I believe, has been canceled because people are not as interested in television as they used to be. As I mentioned on my live that I had with some of the wonderful ladies, the Sidley twins and Revealing the Narc and Sue Smith, people are tuning in more to YouTube than they are to traditional television shows like Suits. People are getting bored. People want different media. So Meghan Markle returning to acting when she's in her mid to late 40s, she's not very interesting. She can't even get people to watch her cooking show, let alone listen to a podcast. Do you think they're going to tune in if she appears on a TV show? I highly doubt it. I also doubt that any network is going to throw millions of dollars at Meghan or Harry because they don't do anything and they're not worth the money. So I think this guy is sniffing glue. I don't know what he's on, but I'm going to say this is a big, fat, it's a lie. So what do y'all think about my, two truths and a lie? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.